So Outer Banks is back after a little bit, and we had like maybe 20 minutes until chaos ensued, per usual. What are 4 words to describe this 4th season?
Sandy.
Okay, I feel like every season's Sandy, but
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, that's the first one, I think.
Yeah. I mean, just hammered it home.
Water.
Watery.
Sweaty.
Sunny.
Okay.
Sunny, sweaty, sandy,
We're past
watery.
4. Yeah.
Wow, you guys had all the word. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was
No,
beautiful. That was beautiful.
we're pretty creative.
Yeah.
This season, you guys kind of went back to your roots a little bit, because we're back in the Outer Banks. The rivalry between the Pogues and the Kooks is very, very prevalent. What were your reactions to when you read the script, and was there a scene that you shot that you were just like so excited to shoot?
I think that the opening of the first episode.
Yeah.
Oh, the building.
Yeah, I think, when you talk about the nostalgia of season 1 and the Pogues versus the Kooks and, the backdrop of the Outer Banks in itself, when they get to the point where they're building Pogelandia, it's such a nostalgic moment because you're seeing the characters in the same ways that you got introduced to them when the show started. So that to me felt like it was sort of a resetting of the clock a little bit. It was sort of a new chapter.
Yeah, it is.
For them to rewrite some wrongs.
It was the first flash forward of the show.
Yeah.
That's new.
Reap.
Yeah, I think the Enduro. We can say that. That was high in energy and so fun, and we've been talking, and it was just a fun collaborative effort, that scene.
Yeah, I think Enduro for me too. It was like the first opportunity to like work with everybody and have all the extras on set. And,
because sometimes you're kind of in your own little
I'm doing my
situation.
own thing. Yeah.
So it was nice. Box often.
Yeah.
Call it a trailer.
Right.
What do you guys do in between like takes when you're all together? Because you guys are together more. It's like, but when you're all together, what do you guys do in between takes?
Well, with the Enduro, for instance, it was so cold, so we had tents. We filmed it in late January, so we had these tents with space heaters, and we all had jackets on, and we're trying to just keep warm. Truthfully, was what we did in between takes. So, what you see on camera, which looks very warm and fun and exciting, is actually 30 degrees Fahrenheit and not as enjoyable as it looked. But that's why they call it showbiz, baby.
Showbiz. You fake it till you make it.
Yes. And then some.
So in last season, John B and Sarah, they lost their father. You lost your father as well in the last season.
Sorry about your loss.
How are John B and Sarah moving forward from all the traumatic moments they've had, and how are they moving forward and kind of building a life together now?
I think it's really about the acknowledgement of the past. These two have been through so much together, and then as individuals, and a lot of their individual journeys have mirrored themselves. And so I think at some point in a relationship, you either realize you're good for each other or you're not, and to put all the BS behind you and start moving forward. And I do think that season 4 is sort of the start of that chapter for them.
Yeah. And we see some exciting things. JJ and Kiara are finally together, and she said, I love you, which is very, very cute. Why do you think this was the perfect time for them to finally be in a relationship?
Yeah, there's this, it happened season 3 where they both go like, okay, maybe this is something that we can, explore. And I think JJ's trying to trust himself in that, and I think that's kind of where season 4, I think, it starts, is that there's this, like, JJ's trying to feel like, is this something I can actually do right? And I think that's what happens in season 4, is he's kind of trying to explore that. And with a relationship comes responsibility, and responsibility in JJ
not really a responsible man.
Doesn't really, but hey, it brings a fun storyline.
Do you think she may be a good influence on him?
Yeah, I think Kiara is a good influence on JJ, but JJ still will be JJ in the end of the day.
He will. And you're also dealing with the loss of your dad, and his relationship with Sarah is still not good. Do you think they'll ever patch things up?
I don't know. I think there's a part of him that yearns for that, because that's a part of his dad that still kind of lives within him. But I don't know. We'll see. I think he's in a place where he's starting to understand the importance of what family might mean and how it might bring him some peace. And he obviously wants that, but it's just about if he's he has the ability to communicate it properly.
Yeah, and he's dating a pogue now, technically, so maybe
Yeah.
that will help him come around.
Yeah.
Balance.
Balance in the force.
Balance
It's happening.
force.
It's important.
Part 1 ended with a cliffhanger. What can you tease about part 2?
Ooh, I think it's just Pandora's box is opened. You know, it's such a pivotal moment, and I do think that it's just a huge realization for said character and the rest of the Pogues. So yeah, you could take it away because it's really your
I know
turn,
you had a big
Yeah, I think
situation
Yeah,
that you had to see.
the
Tell
drop.
us what happens
Yeah.
next. Tell us what happens at the end.
just ruin it.
Oh boy, explosions. All out chaos. No, I think
Airplanes.
I think for a lot of characters, it's a when you think you're gonna have stability in life and you think like, okay, I got it figured out. Somehow life always is like, okay, here's a little thing that you didn't know, and it's for not just JJ. There's so many other characters that just are like such like, oh, this is happening now. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like the rug that they worked so hard to purchase got pulled right out from under them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Well, last question. Chase, there's an
Yes.
album called Patterns coming out.
there is.
What was it like getting to see a different form of art apart from acting be made?
Oh, I mean, I think I can speak for all of us. Like, we use music so often in crafting characters and with our performance, and so to see that version of art being made was fascinating. And she's just such a savant when it comes to songwriting, and it's her and 5 women who did this record. So I'm very proud of her. I'm very proud of all of them. And soon.
Do you have a favorite track?
I do, but I can't
You
talk
can't
about
say
it.
That's true.
Yeah.